And we're up. Good afternoon, folks. Back to session 2 of today, session 6. No, it is session 2. Session 2 of the final of the mixed trial. So first set, as you can see, reasonably even. Zhang has a small lead. We have about a minute until this table should be up and in play. With me back for, I don't know, his 27th session of these trials so far is Danny Fun. Thanks, Danny.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody, or good evening, I guess, if you're watching from Europe. So we're going to see Zach Grosek and Georgia Bada against Eddie Wold and Janice Molson. Janice Seaman Molson sometimes goes by. The other table will be Sylvia Shee, Daniel Corville facing Emma Kolesnik and Adam Grosek. All right, here we are. So Georgia has a hand that my first instinct would be to open 2 clubs. You've got essentially 9 shorter winners plus some other values in the side suits. So 1 heart doesn't seem to do justice at this hand.
Yep, the King of Hearts or the King of Diamonds by itself in partner's hand makes game.
Yeah.
As it turns out, Zach had both.
So we'll see if they play some sort of coquish relay where 2 hearts is either a strong hand or just just hearts, or hearts another suit maybe. I'm guessing that they do, and then that over Zach's semi-forced 2 spade bid, she'll bid 3 clubs to say she's got a single suited hand in hearts. In the end, this is not going to be a very interesting hand because you're just off 2 aces, and even if you somehow find yourself at the 5 level after a key card ask, you will know to stop short of slam. So matching 650s, I'll guess.
And for those of you tuning in, I think both Danny and I are probably going to try to pay attention to comments on Twitch. Feel free to ask questions or leave comments there. Thanks, folks.
So the other, since there's not much interest in, yeah, here's the 3 club bid where she switched what used to be a 3 heart bid to show single suited hearts. 3 clubs gives you room for partner to make a second negative over 3 clubs. So his 3 heart bid said, playing in hearts, we've got enough for game. 3 spades is a cubid. I'm not sure, Zach is just going to go right to 4 diamonds. So Georgia knows the ace of clubs is missing.
And as Danny was saying, this is, I think, sometimes called the Gru inversion for Kokish. If Georgia bid 3 hearts there rather than 3 clubs, that would now be the hand with hearts and clubs.
And interestingly, at the other table, the auction was able to start a strong club at -1 diamond, and now East knew that his partner didn't have 2 aces, so he just bid 4 hearts. So that eliminated some of the potential lead directing doubles and all the other possible, downsides to a more descriptive auction. So I said I was expecting matching 650s. I guess if after trumps are drawn, if the diamond is led to the queen or the queen diamond is led, South has to be careful to cash the ace of clubs, otherwise it will go away.
Although she may also get a count signal in diamonds from a partner and take the second diamond, but sure, there are 2 tricks either way. And I'm guessing Georgia there was hoping that someone would feel free to take the ace of diamonds and, yeah, play for that second overtrick.
She's trying for the overtrick by trying to sneak through the ace of clubs.
That's also an option.
The ace of clubs was behind her. Daniel tried the other tactic of leading the queen of diamonds out of his hand, forcing South to cash the ace of clubs if they want it. Seems like it's pretty obvious that one should do that. But... All right, on to the next board. I suspect Wald will up on a diamond, 11 points, but nice shape. So there was a brief period where people were doubling more with the East hand, but I think one heart has gone back to being the sort of standard bid here.
Particularly with both majors, some folks would double and try to hook partners and jumping clubs, but I agree.
Yeah. So two clubs is not game forcing, it just shows, 10 or more points, 5 or more clubs in standard American these days.
Four hearts is that game try.
Yeah. It's never easy playing against Zach. He always has his foot right above your neck, ready to place it down there. So here we can see he gives Walt something of a dilemma. He's got a nice hand for his partner's clubs, but only 3 trumps and a lot of losers outside of clubs. And I mean, he's got the ace, king, queen of spades to worry about in the heart. He also bids 5 clubs with the, something out in the back of his mind that, well, maybe if 5 clubs don't make, they're going to make 4 hearts. So we can see that the defense has the first 3 tricks in the majors, if they take them.
Which I think is likely. It's pretty unlikely
Yeah.
to have a minor suit lead on this auction.
It's especially going to be easy since the dummy will be on view. Obviously the dummy's always on view. The North hand will be the dummy, and that will be on view. The source of diamonds and the obvious spade weakness, and Georgia having the ace queen of spades. I think this is going to be a pretty easy defense.
That double from East may have been at least in part to say, please don't bid 5 hearts, partner.
Yeah, I mean, and this is a spot where, because Zach is so aggressive, his range is a lot wider. There's a lot more hands that she has to be considering about whether, you want to try to quiet your partner or not.
And yes, if you're East, you're looking at that North hand on the dummy. There's no future in diamonds, clubs are trumps, spades are really your only source of tricks that might go away anywhere. There isn't even the option really to put a low spade on the table because the jack's in dummy. So if Declara had the king and might otherwise have a guess, there is no guess here.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason to potentially play a low spade is if partner had King Doubleton, and you can get a 3rd round rough that way.
That's plausible. It's true.
But since she doubled 5 clubs, giving up that extra over trick isn't just a 20-point over trick. It's now a 100-point over trick if Declara did have the king of spades.
So with clubs 2-1, Declara just has the rest.
And in the other room, 5 clubs was not doubled on a slower auction. West only bid 3 hearts. So that'll be 2 imps to the Rubenstein team.
Yep, the play was exactly the same. On hand 3. Georgia has a pretty standard 1-no trump.
Zach's got an interesting hand as to how to respond to 1-no trump, if you respond at all. I mean, you sort of kind of have some values where a game might be possible. I mean, you might have 5-3 heart fit for 4 hearts. Your king of spades is not very well placed, but then passing might lead you to a not very great 1-no trump race contract either. So we'll see how he handles this.
Wow.
That's another exact, like you said, Zach game trap. It just bids game and makes them beat him.
So what's Janice going to lead? The queen of diamonds, it looks like an obvious possible lead. That will work out very poorly.
I'm more of the fan of one that goes 1-3, 3-0, trying to look for a major to lead. And nope, she does lead the king of diamonds.
So Declara has 4 diamond tricks, 2 spade tricks, and a club is 7, and 2 hearts is 9. So they have 9 tricks. The defense can take a diamond, a heart, and 2 clubs.
Yep.
It's like 4. So that looks like 3 making.
And I'm not sure are there any communication issues for East West. Doesn't look like it. Feels like there's enough entries to both hands.
You're going to play 3 rounds of diamonds. You've got a spade entry. You've got a heart entry if you need it. Clubs are breaking 3-3. Yeah, it looks
Looks pretty safe.
pretty safe. And that could easily be a swing because I could see people doing anything from passing to obviously bidding game on that West hand, depending on your partner's style and how you feel.
Well, the good news for the Zhang team is that Daniel is going to be at the bottom of his 16 to 18 no trump range instead of the top of a 14 to 16 range. He's opened a club and rebid a no trump.
Which is actually 17 to 19. So yeah.
17 to 19, yeah. He's going to be at the bottom of his range.
And yeah, so facing that range, West pretty clearly has a game bid.
You'll have to forgive me, my computer's acting up and I've lost the video. All right, there we are. I'm back.
You never left us.
So yeah, but you could see me, but I couldn't see you. Sylvia has chosen to drive the game opposite 17-19, which is eminently normal, but she's chosen Puppet Stamen. Found no 5-card major. She's looking for a 5-3 hard fit potentially.
If you did get a spade lead, which is the only possible source of tricks for the defense, I don't think it'd help because it turns out you have 3 spade stoppers.
Yeah, the jack of spades being over the queen is very good news for the declaring side.
So Zach's aggression opposite a 15-17 no trump is going to push the board, as it turns out.
Yeah. Oh, in my mind, I was visualizing a 14 to 16 no trump because so many of the more aggressive younger players are playing that. But
well,
since it was
it's a quote 15-17.
Yeah.
We've seen several 13-point no trumps, mostly by Zach, many fewer by Georgia, I think.
Yeah, and you're more likely to see those in third seat when partners are past hand than in first seat when you still want to try to have a constructive auction when it's your hand.
So I guess Georgia has to worry that Queen Jack 10 fourth of diamonds are offside.
So she's established 3 hearts, 2 spades of 5, a club of 6, and 2 diamonds. There's 8.
I guess if the defense switched to spades a couple of times, that gives her 3 spade tricks. That would be the 9th trick.
Well, it seems normal to play a spade back from Wool's point of view at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
It's certainly possible even to declare the partner has the ace of spades.
If you're playing standard honor leads, partner doesn't have the king of diamonds. So
after the Puppet Stamen auction in the other room, Adam Grosek led the 7 of hearts. So he's leading from the major, but he chose his 4-card suit instead of his 3-card suit. He also let a high heart to let partner know, I'm leading the suit because I have some length or interest in that, but not any high cards or possibilities of setting up tricks in my hand. I need you to have good hearts. That's sort of the message you send when you lead like from 7 forth.
And I would expect Emma to switch to a spade also.
Yeah.
As you say, if partner has ace third of spades, that's the easy way to think about beating this hand.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, all she knows is the player doesn't have 5 spades. So,
yep, at both tables we do get a spade switch. Oh, I see I'm on screen as Jan Martel again. I promise you guys, I am not Jan Martel.
Well, you are definitely not Jan Martel, but I will say that Jan Martel has done a lot for Bridge. Just for those of you who don't know, she's very instrumental in a lot of the view graph operations we've seen at nationals for as long as
nice excuse. pay tribute while in her honor here.
Yeah, as long as you mention her name, we might as well give her a little kudos.
So this year, Jan has stepped back a little, and as you guys will know, Rob Barrington has been handling the Bugraph coordination and such. So I want to give him a shout out also. He's done far more sessions than I have, and is really putting a lot of effort into organizing commentators and making this a good experience.
Yeah, I mean, Rob's done a great job, but in fairness to Rob versus Jan, all Rob needs is commentators. Jan needed to get operators as well. And with the Love Bridge format, we don't need operators to follow the bidding and the play and the alerts. It's just all there for us. All right, so 300 trumps making both rooms.
And at this point, is it making 4? She's got 4 diamonds, 3 hearts is 7, 2 spades, yeah, and a club. So at least 4, possibly 5. Yeah.
Yeah, the only difference, there's some chance here that the Jack of Spades might score. I don't think it's going to score either.
Nope.
Didn't think it was much of a chance. All right, so this will be a push at 430. All right. This is a potential 3-note trump for north-south. If they can keep the spade losers, opponents from running 5 spades, they just need to pick up the clubs and hearts to make it. When I say just, that's a lot of work. You need the king of clubs on side, you need a favorable queen of hearts guess, and no 5 spades from the opponents.
What are you doing on Eddie's hand here? Double would imply 4 hearts. 2 diamonds.
For my style, where 1 diamond is always unbalanced, raising diamonds is very comfortable, but he's got to show value somehow. He can't afford to really pass with 3 low spades and a 10 count, because partner may just not reopen, and you lose a part score swing too easily that way. So
I guess your choices are 1 no trump without a stopper, which seems like a bad idea. 2 clubs, 2 diamonds.
in the other room, the opponents did not south open in no trump, so I went 1 no past 3 no. Natural spade lead, unblocking the spades club. And now declare, I think, is dead.
So you can take 4 diamonds, 3 hearts is 7, and a club is 8, but he had no path to the 9th bit.
Yeah. It's possible that in fact, it's not only possible, but it's certainly doable to potential. Is there a strip squeeze if they didn't play a club? He played a club through a trick 3 anyway, so there's no. No. I'm not really counting the tricks correctly to see if there's a strip squeeze available if he hadn't played a club. On the run of 7 pointed red suit cards.
I'm not sure you have the communication for it. West does have the king of clubs and all the spades.
Right, but he has to pitch 2 cards, 1 card on the long diamond and 1 card on the long heart.
Right.
So he has either got to barely the king of clubs or throw one of the spade losers away, and then you can throw him in with the
You're right.
spade.
Yeah, just throw them with the spade, lead away from king of clubs. Yes.
Yeah, the strip squeeze was there if Daniel didn't accurately shift to a club, but he did.
Meanwhile, this has been quite nice defense, but South's still going to make it.
So this is what I would call one of these random-ish swings. Looks like no trump will go down 2 if Grosek takes the finesse in the other room.
Well, so Adam and Emma are playing a 14-16 no trump, which
Right.
means that hand is in range. I don't think anyone's upgrading it to a 15-17 no trump.
No, but that's what I'm saying is it's just a
Yeah.
random swing based on their no trump ranges. So here, back on our feature table, Eddie Wold is too strong to open a no trump, so he opens a club. Georgia has a normal one hard overcall, and yeah, so this is a spot I find myself in a lot. You have a hand that's intending to bid 2 no trump, and now here the opponents are about to play 1 no trump. And you feel like, wow, geez, I had a lot of high hopes for this hand, and now I'm defending one of the best
Went
hands
down
at the
fast.
table. So
And so I guess you lead a low club. I mean, a heart is the alternative, but there's no reason I think to lead away from that.
no, the opponent's put a heart on your left, and you're not going to lead a heart.
Right.
Yeah. So he finds the 9 of clubs lead. So he sort of knew that partner had some spade length over there, but partner had an easy free 1 spade bid or negative double to make. So given that they have some spade length, they're very likely to be short on values.
And the 9 does avoid giving up the second club trick immediately. Or sorry, the third club trick immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So Declarer starts out with 2 clubs, 2 hearts, 2 or 3, or some number of hearts. They're all on side. The Queen of Spades is also on side. So things sit very happily for Declarer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing they play a heart at trick 2.
Yeah, a heart. I mean, you're in the hand to take heart plays.
Yeah.
That's normal to do. I mean, you could be leaning towards the king 10, the 10-9 of diamonds offers you some hope. Well, there you go. The 10 offers you some hope in diamonds as well. Yeah, I can't imagine he's not putting in a spot here. I'm not doing so well on my predictions.
More coffee, Danny.
I've got the coffee. I'm not sure why he played a diamond to the king.
Now communication's a little tricky.
Well, you can win the queen and unblock the 10 of hearts.
Yep.
Or you can just rise with the ace of hearts and confound me yet again.
So that was your only entry to the long diamond.
Yeah, I'm really not following what's going on here.
I concur.
So he's able to take a winning spade finesse, but then that's the last time he's going to be in the dummy. Oh, no. If Walden won that, yeah.
I mean, Eddie's getting thrown in a lot, which is not surprising. But the heart play sequence does seem a little odd.
I have to admit, I don't remember the last time I was as confounded by a line of play and defense as what we're seeing. Like every trick is not what I'm expecting to see. One thing Zach had going for him was that 8 of clubs would prevent the opponents from leading clubs successfully from the north hand. He wanted to protect the 8 of clubs, which we can see here at the end is going to be the reason he gets another trick.
Well, that looks like a nice result.
Yeah, I like 120 for, I mean, it's possible that if East didn't overcall, the opponents would have been playing a higher neutral, like two no trump or three spades, which might have been better for North East West, but it's a nice pot score and a bar score anyway.
So the other table, Emma did double one no trump in the same position as Eddie there, where Eddie just passed it out.
Mm-hmm.
South has bid two spades. Back on this hand, we can see East West have a nice heart fit, but they also have five top losers, three diamonds, a club, and a spade.
Mm-hmm.
North South have a big spade fit, and they have only two losers. So it looks like a pretty solid four spades there.
Yeah, so I guess East West have a 500 save against four spades.
And I think Georgia might have contemplated it. You know, she has a pretty heart-focused, not defensive hand.
Yeah, but she's
Yeah,
6-2-2, and it's at the five level, not like four spades over four hearts.
I was going to say, she has two spades. Zach is the one with spade shortness, and he doesn't know the partner has extra length and no defense. So
Mhm. It would be more interesting for this sort of hand to be match point slash border match, where the temptation to save would be much greater.
and here diamonds break 3-3, but it's basically irrelevant. You've still got two round suit losers.
Yeah, yeah. You see a claim without even asking about the what's going on in the minors. So Wald will open up fourth seat and no trump, and will anyone bid over that?
Georgia has a potential intervention. She is vulnerable,
She is
but she
vulnerable. She saw her
understands,
partner pass in third seat.
and she knows her partner is Zach. That's true.
Yeah, be a little leery of sticking my neck in here. She's 5-4. She's got sort of an awkward jack third of hearts that could be a more defensive than offensive value.
I'm guessing she could bid two spades, show spades in a minor.
Mm-hmm.
And that would actually work out okay here.
Here, yeah, I mean, here partner has three trumps and the queen jack tied of diamonds, and the king of spades is on the side, and partner has some good stuff for you, but you can imagine it being less favorable. So two diamonds, diamonds in a major, yeah.
Okay. Zach will bid two hearts, pass or correct.
Mm-hmm. So will Molson make a negative double of this? No, she won't, because she doesn't have any majors herself. She has the sort of hand where, well, I know we have 23 to 25 high card points, but she did make a double of some sort.
Alerted as values, probably.
Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. Zach has passed. It says takeout.
Hmm.
So Georgia's intervention has successfully gotten East West to a higher level than they might have gotten on their own steam.
And two no trumps. Let's assume you get a small spade lead. Yep.
Yeah.
So you have a spade trick, three heart tricks is four. You have clubs if you can get to the dummy, which you can with the ace of diamonds. So diamond is five, and three clubs is eight.
Yes. A little scary though. You have to,
Yeah. Yeah, taking the ace of diamonds leaves you wide open in diamonds.
and you're already wide open in spades.
So if the club finesse loses, you're going many tricks down.
Yeah. Well, you could cash your ace, king, queen of hearts first, so you may not get. I think it's, 1, 4, 5. Yeah, you're still going down a lot if you're. Yeah, I guess you're only going down two.
Yeah, I think the odds are, you're not vulnerable, so it is only 50, which is nice.
Yeah.
I think Eddie's just going to play for his contract here, and turns out that'll make it.
Hmm.
The other table's a couple boards behind. They've been playing in some more interesting contracts. So Adam is still playing that two spades and may go only one down. He's been slated for two down most of the hand, which would be a small loss. Going one down would be a one imp win. So it's not a huge deal either way.
Oh, so he's able to. We missed something here. He's able to put up the jack of spades and win the first
Oh,
trick dummy, and not have to worry about opening up the diamond suit. So he's just taking the club finesse and he'll have his 8 winners soon enough.
yep. Fine.
That's
So
something for
Adam did manage to go just one down in that two spade contract from minus 100 versus plus 120. One imp to Rubenstein.
something for those of you watching home when you're planning to declare a play. Just think about where you want to win every trick you want to win and which hand you want to be in now and in the future. And you might get this hand more right than we did as commentators. Just realize, all right, I want to be in the dummy at trick one. I want to take a club finesse. How do I get to the? Oh, I can just put the jack of spades up.
Oh, look, it won. Excellent.
Hmm. And he's still grinding it out for the over trick here, but I don't think he's got too much up for it.
Well, if Georgia cashes the king of diamonds,
Oh yeah. He does have some hope. She's going to need to underlead her jack of diamonds and trick 11, trick 12.
and I think she knows it can't cost. She knows Zach has the king of clubs and a diamond left.
Yeah,
There you go. I see then.
I like the symmetry of king 10, king 10 on
Mm-hmm.
the left.
So no great excitement yet as this set. The
Been pretty
scoreboard reads 5-3. Zhang had that pickup playing in 3-0, taking it one down as opposed to making two diamonds.
So one heart, one spade. Georgia will show a limit raiser better in support of hearts. East West will get the 4 hearts. And that looks like it should make him comfort as well.
There's, I think, 6 makes unless you get a club lead, right?
Yeah. I don't see where East West have the values where they'll be even considering 6, which is probably why I didn't consider it.
You need hearts 2-2. You need the ace of diamonds on side. You need lots of good things. But if you happen
Yeah,
to get there, you probably would in fact make it.
yeah. Well, we have a potential swing brewing in the other room on board 21. Grosek has bid Blackwood over a four heart. Well, sorry, four spade bid over part of the opponent's four heart intervention. And it's going to find out he's not missing any key cards. I mean, he's only missing one key card, so I suspect he's going to bid a slam. Yeah.
Wow.
So that was a little unexpected.
I mean, to be fair, his partner's opened. He has a very nice, hand. But partner is not covering many of his losers there.
Yeah, I mean, his partner's Queen of Hearts could have been a more useful card in a lot of different ways.
And the Queen Jack of Spades are also wasted. Anyway, other room, about to be a swing to Zhang.
Yeah. Well, it's not surprising when your partner bids a free four spades that they have some spade length that are going to have the queen and the jack of spades as part of it. When you're visualizing a minimum opening bid for hand when a partner supports you, you should assume that they have at least one honor in your suits when you have a hand like this.
So here we got to 300 trumps instead of 4 hearts, with hearts breaking 2-2. This will also make in some comfort. Declarer has 6 hearts, 2 spades, and a club, and they're going to at least 1 diamond, probably more.
Interesting. Shouldn't they chose 3 no trump? Heart of spade, 2 spades, pass, 2 no. I mean, I guess Zach has the sort of hand where he can count 6 hearts and the ace of spades. And there might just be only 9 tricks in no trump. I mean, in no trump or hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Here we can see that wasn't the problem, but.
And you can see, he took a half finesse, which is not perhaps quite the normal play, but at that point he could count 9 tricks, regardless of whether it won or lost. So it wasn't a huge deal.
So he's not going to be able to take any other tricks than the 9 he has. Is that right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll cost him an imp or 2 against 4 hearts, making it the other table, presumably.
And I think that may be in his head, perhaps. In 4 hearts, you're going to play for the Queen of Hearts to drop, and so he might have been hoping that he was getting a winning edge by taking a finesse. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't think that entered into his calculation. I think it's more, you've got a 9-card fit, and there's some indication that they might be 3-1 because of the overcall. All right, so the defense kept all their winners. Six spades has finished going down, 13 imps for Zhang. This is the largest margin we've seen in the match so far at 23, but still quite early.
Yeah, we're playing board 16 to 30 of a 120 board match, so there's a long way to go. I wonder whether he thinks that Janice hesitated on the second round of hearts or something. I didn't see anything in particular.
Yeah, don't know.
So that's a maximum no trump from Zach. I'm guessing it's going to go through a Stamen sequence and then 3 no trumps.
Yes.
It's conceivable with those weak majors and lots of cards in the minors, one might decide to just put it in 3 no trumps, but Georgia, as you can see, is checking for a major suit fit.
Yeah, I mean, you do have 6 points in diamonds, but it's also a spot where the lead could be coming through your ace queen. So how does declare do in no trump? They have 1, 4, 7 top winners and can build a trick in clubs for 8. And they've got potential tricks, more tricks in spades and hearts as well. So Janice isn't thinking about what to do over 3 trump. I suspect she's talking to the director. No, okay, she's passed.
The declarer has 3 hearts and a spade. It's 4. 3 diamonds is 7. A couple of
No.
places they could look for extra tricks. If they play a spade to the queen, that will end poorly because, king's offside and South has Jack 10 9 4.
Based on this lead, when declare catches the ace king of hearts, they're going to see that the hearts are going to be worth 4 tricks.
Ah, excellent.
So 4 hearts, a spade is 5, and 3 diamonds are 8. They just need to build 1 more trick, and they can do that by just powering out the clubs.
Yep. So you can imagine that Zach wins this, unblocks the ace queen of diamonds, comes back to a second heart, and as Danny says, we'll see the Jack 9 4.
He might take his hearts first, because if he unblocks the diamonds, he might
Those are entries.
to the dummy later.
Yep.
So if he takes ace king of hearts, 8 of hearts, and so they don't cover, unblocks the diamonds. Now he's got 7 8 winners. Now he can just, well, he's playing on diamonds. Interesting.
Well, this could be the spade finesse.
Yeah.
Oh. That's one way to make that's one way to make
How does that feel as Janice, having seen the 8 of spades run right through you and your partner producing the king? You're like, oh man, why didn't I just put the 9 of spades on the 8?
So now Zach is back in that position where he has 8 tricks and a 9th club trick on power.
Yeah. I mean, the defense can make things a little tougher for him by shifting to a diamond. Oh, they're shifting to a club now. Wait a minute. So what if they play club, club, club? Does that do anything?
Janice has no entries.
Right, but that. All right. Oh, I see. So he still has.
He's got plenty of communication in the majors still.
Plenty might be an overbid. She plays a club back to the 8 and a club.
So at that point, he has a club trick. He has 2 diamond tricks. He has at least 3 hearts is 6. So club 3 diamond tricks is 4. 3 hearts is 7 and 2 spades is 9.
All right, the queen of spades is an entry as well. I forgot that the spade suit went the way it did.
So expect to see another club here. Yep, there we go. Unblock ace of diamonds. And you really wish your 7 and 8 of hearts were reversed, so you could take that half net finesse at the end if you wish to. But
yeah, he didn't even rely on the heart suit. Because well, we can see that the Jack 9 were doubled, and we don't know that Eddie didn't have Jack 10 fourth to start with, or 10 9 fourth to start with. He didn't see the second heart honor come down.
Meanwhile, we have another swing to Zhang. In this room, Eddie made 2 no trump. And in the other room, East West were allowed to play 2 spade, which also made. So that's another 6 imps.
Making 2 spades is a good result for East West for sure.
That's 24-3 so far on the set.
We're just saying how quiet it was at 5-3, and then 19 imps and 2 boards.
Yep.
All right, onward we go.
Another strong no trump ready.
Attractive hand for South. She sort of has the hand that wants to bid Stamen and raise a major if they find a 5 forfeit. If they're just, if partner bids the usual disappointing 2 diamonds, that'll be interesting to see how she responds to that. I'm assuming that Georgia is not going to interfere with a no trump here with her 5-3-3-2-14.
I'm assuming the same thing, vulnerable against nut. I'm sure she's thinking about it, but I concur.
So if it does go past 2 clubs, I wouldn't be shocked to see Zach stick his neck in there with 2 diamonds with a shapely hand like that. No, she just bids 2 diamonds, so Zach now can double that to show diamonds. Wonder what we're loading 2 diamonds as. It's just a transfer to hearts.
I'm not sure yet, but presumably.
Yeah, but
the acceptance probably shows 3. Which is going to be helpful. That makes her choice easier. Okay.
No, Janice, you're alerting your bids, but you're not telling us what you got. I mean, we can see what you have, but you're not telling us what you're showing. We can see, by the way, that if she just passed 2 hearts, that would not be the most optimal spot for north south with hearts going 5-0.
It's better than 4 hearts.
Well,
do you double this as Georgia, or do you just say I'm happy where they are?
I would double this as Georgia. I mean, you've got 14 high card points. You know your partner's got some points over there, so they're obviously putting on shape. They're not going to run to 400 trump successfully, in all likelihood. And if they make it, that's just too bad. But
you're presumably leading the Queen of Diamonds.
Yeah. All right, so this did come through. 5
spades and 5 hearts.
She showed 5 spades and 5 hearts, and then he just bid a game over that.
So we can see that the defense start out with a diamond and at least 3 trump tricks.
Yeah. And
a club.
Well, the clerk could rise ace and pitch their club on the diamond.
Yep.
And then just go try scrambling as many tricks as he can. I suspect that's what he's going to do. Yeah.
So he can play king of spades and then either a spade finesse or ace of spades and rough on. Both will work.
You might want to play queen of
club
clubs.
rough first or diamond rough first, I guess.
I think you might want to play queen of clubs now.
That makes even more sense. Sure. Take a roughing club finesse.
This isn't going to go quite as badly as it first appeared.
And actually, if you do that, so queen of clubs, Georgia covers rough, spade to the king, jack of clubs, spade, either finesse or ace and rough. At that point, Georgia is just sitting with 5 trumps.
Right.
So she's going to get thrown in to lead and give Eddie a heart trick with the king.
Yeah, you could just look at Georgia's hand and see the opponents can take the 5 black tricks you have are all losers.
Yep. You probably suspect that hearts are, if not 4-1, possibly quite likely 5-0.
Yeah, this is where being an aggressive pair helps East West a little bit in that she would probably have doubled ace, queen, jack, 4 of the hearts, whereas some other people might not have. I mean, I think pretty much everybody would double with 5 hearts. They played 3-0 one hand with a 9-card heart fit in the other room, but
Hmm.
DeClaire has been taking a whole bunch of tricks without having run the hearts yet. Interestingly enough, I didn't follow the play up to this point, but
Excuse me a minute, Danny. I'll be right back.
yep. So now I'm doing a graph with a horse. Hello, Mr. Horse. I think that might be Jan's horse, not Ewan's horse. So from the way the spots were led, I think that Wool has the very strong inference that diamonds are 6-2. Georgia led the queen and followed the 10. Pretty good inference about what's going on in the heart suit. So she knows Georgia plays 5 hearts and 2 diamonds. Doesn't really know for sure which way the clubs, the majors, the black suits are rather, whether Georgia's 3-3 or 4-2, one or the other. He does start with the queen of clubs, like I guessed. Covered in rough. Spade back to hand now. While you're gone, Wall did take the roughing finesse in clubs, but he's back to being stopping again.
I'm a little surprised he's pausing here because King of Spade, Jack of Clubs seem obvious at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not going to play a trump for the dummy. That seems kind of insane. So the only question is he? There you go. What do I know?
Danny, could you please say Ewan will never win a Nobel Prize? I'd really appreciate that.
Ewan will never win the Nobel Prize.
Wait, Stockholm is calling. What's happening?
If you'd win that after my failed predictions, I will be the first person to congratulate you.
I think
So
you get a cut at that point.
now East can exit in a black suit, and yeah. Feels like this is going to end up costing Eddie a trick, but I could be totally wrong about that.
No, I think you're right. No, declare dummy and declarer are now down to 2 trumps each after they take a club rough. Well, a diamond rough, I guess.
Well, now he knows. Doesn't know for sure what's going on in the spade suit yet. He knows for sure clubs are. And now we will know for sure the whole count of the hand. He's just shown up with 5 hearts, 2 diamonds, 3 clubs, and therefore they have 3 spades.
But the fact that Georgia was able to pitch a spade means he's not getting a spade rough in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll take the ace. He can now lead the jack, but Georgia can rough that small and just play ace in the trump, and she'll get the last 2 tricks. So that last trick makes no difference.
Yeah, this transposes with the same. He gets the 10 of hearts instead of the king. All right.
That's got to be a good result for East West.
Yeah, for sure.
In the other room, East West are on a long precision relay auction. They're taking 8 bids to get to 3 diamonds so far.
I see them in through now.
Oh, they're now in 3 now. Okay, that's
Just need to scroll a little bit.
Yep.
All right, let's see what's happening here. East will open. What will they open? Just 1 diamond. I guess I will 18. South will. I'm guessing 3 hearts, but
3
1
hearts
heart.
looks normal. Yeah.
some attraction to it. It might be your hand for game after all. Yeah, three hearts.
I guess you bid three spades. You don't really like it.
Yeah, I mean, there's some point where you've got to draw the line and say, all right, I don't have enough values to bid.
Apparently, the Fazakness is above the line. Yep. Or past the line, whichever direction.
Now Georgia has a very uncomfortable hand. She obviously has to reopen. She cannot pass three hearts with her hand. But doubling with with just ace of one spade isn't so attractive. I mean, we can see the double's going to get her four spades, and that's going to work out just fine. But she's not going to like it.
She's not. She'll be sweating four spades until she sees.
Well, when partner jacks the four spades, you know they pretty much have to have at least five, because if they have the values to bid four spades and only four spades, they would make a negative double. So yeah, I mean, you're not thrilled, and spades could easily be going 5-1 and you could be getting doubled, but you just you can't afford to pass there, and there's no other real bid. I mean, I guess you could be up in four clubs. That gets you past three trump, and it also gets you past three hearts doubled.
There's nothing that says Twin and Trump is not the right place to be on this hand yet.
Sure. Partner could have some ordinary 9 or 10 count with, say, King Jack third or King Jack 10 of hearts, and just bid 3-0 trump over this.
So as Danny predicted, Georgia's going to be a little nervous right now. I don't know whether she gets to see DeClara's hand as dummy on these tablets. Do you know?
Oh, that is a great question. I've never played with these tablets, although I'd love to do so. I mean, I think if you're trying to replicate normal bridge, you wouldn't get to see it.
Right. You just get to sit there and wonder what's going to happen for a while.
Just like you do in real life.
So the clubs are both offside. So in nominally, Zach could lose a trump, a heart, and two clubs. If he plays 2 rounds of spades and then plays set up diamonds, he'll find out that isn't going to work unless he takes a diamond finesse.
Right. Well, the diamond finesse is more likely to work with the preempt on your right than diamonds being 3-3, say.
I guess you can take one diamond and exit with the heart, and South, well, South can just play hearts, so no trumps and diamond. Never mind.
Yeah.
So there you see. He does indeed take the diamond finesse, and that will, when this doesn't get roughed, mean he can pitch a round suit loser on the king of diamonds.
And even if it did get roughed, it was with a natural trump trick. It's just his 10th winner. Now he will. Okay.
Probably take 2 trump finesses, be annoyed they both lose. And if he's in the same room as Janet, which I think he is, he will simply have asked her, right? Which is why he can claim now. Where is the king of clubs?
Mm-hmm. All right, on to 27. So we'll see pass, one spade. All to make a takeout double. Georgia will show some flavor of spade raise. I think Molson will bid 3 clubs over that.
I believe they play transfers over Eddie's double. So 2 hearts would be a better spade raise, and 2 spades is a weakest spade raise.
Yeah, this is sort of, I guess this is the better spade raise, but it's close.
Yeah, I don't know how I would rate it.
Depends on it, I guess said this was the not better one. I don't know. I feel like you sort of have some attractive values. You've got Queen Jack 9 fifth. You've got a Doubleton, well placed King of Hearts. Yeah, so Janice went 3 clubs.
3 spades is not constructive.
Yeah. So full four clubs under the auction. It feels like it will.
Yeah, it looks like it. Janice might have something in reserve, but I don't think she's bidding five. Okay, good.
Well, she has one fewer club than she'd like to have, given that she had to barge into three clubs herself opposite a takeout double. So, and the queen of one heart is it's okay. The king of spades is under the spades. I don't see anything about her hand that says I need to bid more.
Right. She showed some values by coming in. She didn't have to bid, so yeah.
So declare has to lose two hearts and a diamond, and you can pitch the other diamond on the king of spades. I guess it's just a normal 10 tricks, right?
Yep, looks like it.
Hmm.
As it turns out, you'll also be able to pitch a loser on a heart if you wish. So you can pitch a diamond from both hands.
So another swing coming in for the Zhang team where we saw four hearts double go down two. Adam Grosek went the route I was suggesting, which was to bid Stamen, and then if partner doesn't show a major, just sign off in two hearts.
So that's a swing for Rubinstein. He's going to not go down.
Right. I've got the teams backwards. Sorry, my phone's being at me. Right, so this will be depending on how well
Assuming he
he
makes
works.
it, that'll be 410, which is 10 imp, I think.
Yeah. If he goes down, it'll be six. So keep in mind, at his table, he has no idea whatsoever the heart distribution is as it is.
And he got the lead of ace of diamonds and a small diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, interesting.
He might think that West has short diamonds. It's interesting. Janice did not draw Trump back here in our feature table. I guess the chances of diamonds being 6-1 are not very good. She could have been exposed to diamond if West had queen and one diamond though. Or jack and one diamond. I'm not following the play carefully, but Zach has yet to play any trumps, so I think this hand is going to go well for him. Yeah, he's got.
I believe you mean Adam, but yes.
All right. Well, it's a gross Zach. Well, you can't tell them without a scorecard. But yeah, Daniel's down to all trumps now, and North South have taken six tricks. I think they're going to be always entitled to a seventh with the club rough, and then a long trick in hearts is 8.
Yep.
Heart to the king and ace. And so well done for their team. All right.
That's a big chunk of the margin back. Yep. Here, George has a nice hand. One diamond opening, sure. And I guess Zach's going to respond one no trump, which is not a thing of joy, but
No, he might be able to bid 3 clubs.
he's a fast hand. You could bid 2 clubs, I guess. Oh.
Here's a 2 no trump.
Okay. Yeah, I guess evaluating that as 11 to 12-ish seems reasonable.
Yeah, well, this will certainly get them to at least a game. Yeah. You're a long way from slam, but the east hand you'd be an opposite of pass, the maximum passed hand.
And in 3, no. If you put the 10 in here, you actually have 4 spade trips.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. A heart, a club, and at least 3 diamonds. That's 9 already. So this is not in any danger.
Yeah, you'll probably just see.
Spade to the queen, diamond finesse.
Yeah. So on 26, where we saw a diamond 3 hearts pass by Zach Grossack and went a strong club 3 hearts, and now Sylvia was able to bet a game forcing 3 spades with her 8 high card points.
Which makes sense. It's a very different environment as opposed to being an opposite natural 1 diamond. When you know partner has a strong club, you know you're in a game force.
Right. So now Daniel bid 4 diamonds. Sylvia signed off in 4 spades, and the question is Daniel worth another move here?
Partner has declined to make a heart cue, and you've got 2 small hearts. I think you're probably done.
Sure, and he was. Good point about the failure to bid 4 hearts. All right. Boy, that play in 28 went really fast. I guess it was supposed to.
Yeah. So South is going to open presumably 1 club.
Mm-hmm. Double. Or maybe not double. Yeah.
It's Zach. I expect a double.
Yeah. Those partners are past hand, so that means it's less likely to be your hand for a game, but it also means less likely the partner's going to bury
Well,
you.
and Dummy's also North is also past hand, so
Yeah. Still, you could be running into 18 ops and 10 and have partner have a Yarborough and just be putting your head on the chopping block for a big number.
yep. And you are, red all, so it's not the great competition. George is like, okay, well, now what do I do?
Yeah, she's going to be
No,
that Trump.
1 no Trump? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, or not. Boy,
1 club double for penalties. Wow.
I think I need to turn my hat around or something and change my prognosticating ability.
And Janice is redoubled to take out.
Yes, I like that. The hand, I don't like a style where North has to rescue their partner from 1 club double. I think that it's South's job to rescue our side from 1 club doubled when it's wrong.
So as North, do you do what? Are you bidding a diamond here?
Either a diamond or a no trump. Probably just a diamond.
Do you have the possibility of passing? Are you allowed to pass?
Well, I mean, if I had king fifth of clubs, I'd be allowed to pass. No, I mean, it feels like we're in a 3-3 fit with clubs going 5-2 is it's not unusual or even 6-1. So
Probably normal in this auction is 6-1, yeah.
pass is a little bit on the aggressive side. I mean, George's pass at 1 club double.
Let's assume he bids a diamond.
Mhm.
Pass. Pass? Is that going to end the auction?
I hard to guess. Really is hard to guess what's going to happen from here. He ran to a nut trump like I suspected he might.
Okay, and Georgia is not going to double this.
No,
And when she doesn't, Zach is probably also not going to double this.
oh, for sure Zach won't double because he knows his partner's a past hand. They don't
Right.
have a score to protect. There's no reason to think that. Yeah.
And he doesn't have more than his initial double. So,
Well, I mean, yeah, right.
all right, could have been exciting. So Eddie has 2 spades. With the hearts 3-3 and 1 honor on side, he has 3 hearts. He has 2 clubs. He may get a diamond. Georgia may never get in.
Yeah, it feels like one on Trump should make.
Yeah. So I expect him to win this unless Zach does in dummy and take a half finesse. And that's a reasonable play, sure. I wonder whether Janice could be 4-4-3-2.
Probably not, because they're supposed to alert that in theory, but
That would be an alert, you're right.
sometimes people just, don't bother to alert that or tell their opponents before the match, so they don't have to alert one club every time they bid it. So he's crossing to the spade to make a hard play. I feel like I'm starting to redeem myself. I predicted one that Trump crossed to the spade. It's starting to get a little better.
So Zach will win this and put another club through.
Yep.
Come on, Zach. I predicted now. You got to play a club. Because he could set up a spade trick, would be a reasonable alternative.
He can see what's likely going on. The hard suit is what we see. And he knows the partner doesn't have a quick diamond entry. Oh, update here. 4 spades went down on 26 in the open room. The other room. Let's see what happened there. Heart lead 1. Spade. I'm guessing.
No, it didn't take a diamond finesse.
Yeah, I'm guessing declared it not play. Yep.
So 2 big swings back to Rubinstein. You can see the match is now back down to 9 imps.
Single digit territory. This is going to be a long, tough, tight match, I think.
So if any of our viewers weren't here yesterday, it's worth going back and watching that final session of the semis. Both matches were decided on the final board. It was a very, very tight session. We also had Michael Rimstedt, who had 2 sisters and a brother-in-law playing for the Millens team, and Finn Klesnik, who has a sister and a pseudo brother-in-law playing for the Rubinstein team, both as commentators. It was a very nice session.
By pseudo, you mean future brother-in-laws, I
I
understand.
do. Not yet brother-in-law.
Soon to be. All right, so Wald's going to score a trick with his long diamond here. 120 for them.
Zach at the end there, hoping that Georgia might have the 9 of diamonds even, but she didn't. Just no way to get her in.
I'm curious how one club double would have fared. I'm going to go and ask if I can find my cursor. Oh, there it is. I can go ask the magical machine to see what it thought. So east-west can make one club, but north-south cannot. So in theory, that could have been 200 for.
So Janice did a good job running.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seemed very normal for her to run with only 3 clubs. So diamond double pass, spade pass. So Zach has a hand that's obviously going to raise spades to some level. Just a question of how many spades he thinks his hand's worth. I like his
He
evaluation.
looks right.
3. I talked about this earlier this week, where some people might bet 2 diamonds here with good spade support, but I prefer that style as a good hand without 4 spades. And you just make your best guess as to what value you want to bid when you have 4 spades.
So are you raising as Georgia?
Oh God, man.
You got
It's
3
all,
jacks, which are not wonderful values.
and the king of diamonds is, I mean, here we can see Zach has a no trumpy kind of hand, but I mean, if partner has like say a 16 count with a stiff diamond,
right, your diamond is under the diamond bidder.
yeah, your hand is just so bad.
And so here, Zach, well, I guess Georgia has a trump loser, a heart loser, a club loser, and a diamond loser.
Yeah, I mean, your king of diamonds is actually a trick and it's opposite the ace, and yet you're still far from home from making four spades. In fact, even three spades is in some jeopardy. I mean, you could have two spade losers.
Yep.
The opponents could be engineering a diamond rough with a short hand on some layouts, maybe, or force you to draw trumps. And yeah, it's just
You got a lot of things you want to do here. You want to play a heart towards the king. You
Mhm.
want to probably make some club plays and try to get a second club trick set up.
Mhm.
And you only have one entry, which is that king of diamonds. And it's possible, if Janice has 5 diamonds, then unless you take it now, you're never not getting it anytime soon.
Yeah. These are the sorts of hands that you do not see in textbooks where it's conceivably right to play, look to play any suited trick to. Lots of different lines.
Yeah.
Usually when you see a textbook hand, it's like, all right, you can do this or you can do that. And here's why you do this, or here's why you do that. Not there's
So
a
on this
million.
lead, you know that Janice doesn't have the queen of diamonds. So if Eddie has the queen of diamonds, he has at most one other high card, quite possibly no other high cards.
Uh-huh. Yeah, she opened with 12.
Maybe you play a club. I don't know. I would say jack. Oh, there you go. I'll take a point. Jack of clubs. Okay, so if you assume that the clubs are both on side, you now
Mhm.
have 3 spade tricks, 2 club tricks, and 2 diamonds is 7. You assume you're going to get a heart trick is 8, and a rough someplace is 9. So you have your potential 9 tricks available.
Still, there's no good way to get off the dummy.
Yeah.
Nope, there goes the club to the king idea.
Okay.
So Wald's going to win this, and I suspect, yeah, he's going to play the queen of diamonds. Yep.
So I guess now she's playing to rough 2 clubs in hand. Heart towards the king. Janice can rise, cash a diamond.
Hmm. Not so sure how much he's going to want to cash a diamond because that sets up the 9 of diamonds for
Yeah.
opponents. Does that matter?
Okay, George is going to try and take a second club rough before playing a heart to the king.
Yeah, I think this is going to work out fine. That's our 7th trick.
The 7th.
The 8th. And one of those spade tricks will be 9 for 140.
Yep.
Well done to East West. Getting a plus score on this is not automatic.
When I glanced at the match view, I thought they'd caught up, but no, 3 boards behind. They're also playing 3 spades.
Right. So this room is actually done, so we can switch over to the other room now.
Let us do that.
And I can close the other rooms.
And it's not that this table is slow. You can see they got 40 minutes remaining. It's that the other table was really quite fast.
So this is a 3 spade hand where 4 clubs makes and 3 spades makes. Is that correct?
4 clubs made by North South in the other room. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we're joining the action mid hand here. It's not clear what's going on, what declare knows, what's going on with the tricks. This is one of those times where I think it's more than okay to cheat and see what deep finesse is. As to whether
Okay.
we can make three spades.
Only on the Jack of Hearts.
Yeah, that seems like an unlikely card to be playing at this point.
Who's on lead? North's on lead? Yeah, North's on lead.
Yeah.
It's a little odd that the two of diamonds, these are all saying one down still, but the Jack of Hearts is marked here as making the contract.
Well, if you should to the Jack hearts, the player can rise to the king and then finesse the heart and
Oh, sorry, yes. I'm thinking, never mind, ignore that.
yeah.
So
So
North have three tricks in. And the King of Spades is obviously going to win a trick.
what tricks can declare take from here is a better question. So we cross to the heart king and start running diamonds through south.
So South roughs low, presumably.
Yeah, and then when we overruff, we can't get back to the dummy because they can overruff the spade, and then that's
Oh,
the end.
that's not good. So now Admin can win this and play another spade, and he still has a club winner to cash.
Yeah, so this is going to be down one, like Deep Finesse told us.
Which will be a 1 imp swing to Zhang.
Even two, it's only 50 versus it.
Oh, they're not vulnerable? Sorry, thank you.
I just got a text from one of the players noting that I was commentating on his match. So yeah, so they cash the club and that's 52 for a second to close. Oh, it's two down. You were right.
You know? Okay, I didn't notice. Oh, right, because he got his another trump trick and then could cash a club. Sure.
Okay, so you're right all along.
Even when I'm wrong.
All right. So 28, we're gonna see what West could up in two clubs, 10 to 15, 6 card club suit. Although calling that 10 might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but there it is.
And I
East,
guess three no trump from East.
yeah, East will ask because from his point of view, the slam can still easily be quite cold.
Do you know whether they can have the 5 club 4 major hand?
I would strongly doubt it because almost no Americans play that anymore.
Okay.
In fact, I've seen them open the Precision 2 diamonds with that shape already at least once. So he's going to ask, he's going to find his partner's got a no 4-card major minimum.
Which presumably implies they could have had a 4-card major.
Right, but with six clubs.
Oh, I see. Okay.
They could have had a 4-card diamond suit too, but I don't know that West denied that or if East is just guessing that we belong to 3-0 Trump, even if that's the case. Because I mean, like I said, you can certainly imagine hands where 6 diamonds is anywhere from quite good to cold.
As it is, that heart lead gives declarer 2 hearts on either the queen or the 10 from dummy. They have 3 spades is 5. They got a club of 6 and same position. They have at least 3 diamonds. So this will be an overtrick swing at most for either team. Emma may feel as though she's coming under some pressure. She can't see that Daniel has 4 spades. So it's not inconceivable she ends up pitching a couple of spades at some point.
Yeah, she knows that he asked, and she found out that there was no minimum, no 4-card major. He signed off on 3 no's, so there's some inference that he has got a 4-card major there somewhere. But
so she's going to win this and put a heart back through. Daniel's presumably going to win that. Cash his last diamond.
Cross on the club. As long as Adam holds on to the 6 of spades, I don't think that Daniel will be able to afford to take the spade for this.
But he didn't, and now it's marked.
Yeah, yeah.
So this will make 11 for a push.
Actually, doesn't he make the rest?
But he's got the heart. The heart's a winner. No, the heart's a loser. He's got 4 spades and a club.
Yeah, but what happens when he plays all the spades?
Oh, it's a good point. So because Emma's club king is singleton, Adam has to hold a club guard and he has to hold the king of hearts, and he can't do both.
Yeah. The most unlikely squeeze for a 12. As long as Daniel was watching, and he was.
And he was. Yep. Very nice. Empty your team.
Yeah. It shows the value of keeping an idle loser just so that you don't show out and mark partners holding in a side suit. It's a somewhat common theme in defending 3-no trump kind of contracts.
And I think maybe Adam could have thought about that because Daniel didn't play on clubs. So he probably doesn't have king doubleton, which is the holding he's got to worry about with the club. It's also quite likely he wasn't thinking that deeply about the position for a third over trick in 3-no trump.
Yeah. So one club, we'll see the, this is the hand where it's on a club double pass. So this could be an interesting board. I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but.
Club, presumably 1-no trump from north.
So we see she did not double one club, partly because her side style is so aggressive that her partner's more limited than.
So that 1 spade bid is a normal 1-no trump.
Right.
And I'm guessing that's going to end the auction.
Yeah, so I play a style similar to this. So that 1 spade bid could be a normal 1-no trump, but it could be, if there were an unpassed hand, say it could be a normal 2 or 3 or 4 no trump as well, just getting the no trump from partner side and then showing their values later. You can also tie in some other weak minor suit hands in there if you'd like.
So similar to the way this went in the other room, Daniel really has no way to get in. So it's quite likely that South will get a diamond trick at some point, but also has 2 spades, 3 hearts, and 2 clubs.
Right, so I suspect that Claire is going to put up a spade on her here to start the hearts from the dummy. There you go. Part 1 true.
You were not getting good odds in that prediction, but yes.
Yeah, but I feel like I need some small wins.
Danny.
I was gonna say I feel like I need a few small wins to get back from some of my faulty predictions from earlier, and there you go.
Well, I would have declined to bet against your prediction.
Diamond, it seems like a strange spot to start on diamonds when I mean, you're just missing the king queen and the 8 of hearts, but you have lots of potential in the heart suit, and yeah, a little surprised if the diamond comes through. I guess the thinking is when the diamond loses, they're going to have to play something for you, but what they're going to play is a spade. That doesn't give you anything at all.
So now, assuming he plays hearts this time.
No, don't presume that.
Well, actually, that's kind of interesting. So now those diamonds and dummy are both good.
Well, sort of. I mean, they are if he takes the finesse for the 7. All right, but Daniel should shut up with the queen. Of course, the diamonds are sort of marked. So yeah, he's got 2 diamonds for 4, 2 clubs for 6, and a heart for 7.
He no longer have the end. Oh, he doesn't. No, he does also have entries now because of that diamond play to still play hearts to best advantage.
Right. Well spotted, Adam. We predicted a different line that might not have done as well. So this board and one more, and then the players will be on a lunch break, and we'll be restarting at 2 o'clock my time. Is that correct? 5 o'clock Eastern time for the third set.
I don't actually recall offhand.
Yeah, it's usually a set that I don't commentate on. So
We have a comment on Twitch chat. Glad to see someone's awake out there, noting they put game force with 5 or more diamonds also into this one club, one spade transfer bid.
right. If Emma was on in past hand, that might have been a live possibility.
So just checking on the schedule. Yes, 5 o'clock Eastern time is the next session.
Oh, we see Grosek did not finesse for the 7 of diamonds.
So he's relying on the heart finesse
Yeah,
rather than that.
but a weird for Daniel to put up the diamond queen from remaining holding of queen 7 many tricks ago.
Yeah. It's not going to matter. Either one is fine. So it has to take with heart finesse for his contract here, but it works and hearts are 3-3.
Might he be considering exiting the 6 of diamonds to the 7 and then getting a heart play into his ace 9 in case West had the king X remaining?
Does he know who has the last club?
I wasn't watching carefully enough to know that.
I don't think he does. I think we only had 2. So maybe from a count, you can guess who had the last club. I was distracted looking at scheduling. Sorry.
Interesting. I see you have a tab open that says in the cards, the secret world of something as a YouTube video. I'm wondering what that refers to.
So this is very, very young Gavin Wolpert and so on.
Ah, okay. In the secret world of professional bridge. There you go. 46-minute video on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm using. So okay, you also say I have a baking school class calendar. That's the King Arthur Baking School.
King Arthur, they make some good flowers. I know their brand.
A commentator put a link to that YouTube documentary, and it is, this is Gavin Wolpert at age 18 or so playing Vince DeMoy in their first foray into professional bridge. It's a delight to watch.
That was a long, long time ago. He is relying on the hearts. All right.
Oh, Daniel covered it. Okay, fine.
120 for push. And
Yep.
on
On to the final board. And we can see this is where Georgia declined to go into 4 spades correctly. But East West made 3 spades, which looks like a pretty par contract.
We'll see if East West can duplicate that score. If so, Zhang will take an 11 and bleed into the afternoon sessions.
1 no trump overcall. Yep, there we go. That's an 18 count, but 1 no trump overcalls are ever so slightly sounder in general than 1 no trump openers.
Yeah, it's also somewhat safer than making a takeout double and a lot of scenarios. So, all right. We probably won't see 140 on this board since that's not a legal score anymore. I presume that Emma's going to lead a heart, sure.
And she does have entries. So hearts are not great in terms of unblocking here is the problem.
Yeah. Well, we can see Declare has a heart for sure, 2 diamonds for sure. They're going to eventually take 3 spades in a club, but it looks like they're going to make. It's just a question of over tricks.
So Queen of Hearts from Adam here.
So Queen of Hearts will blow a trick in the suit. But, it's certainly possible that Sylvia has two low hearts here and overcall the no trump. The partner has king 10 fifth of hearts.
And if partner, so he got the suit right in isolation.
Well, if partner had, yeah, oh yeah, right.
And you can see if declarer now plays ace, king, and a spade, that takes out North's entry to the long hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So there should be some comfort, I think.
Yeah, it's just going to come down to the question of beyond the three obvious minor suit tricks, how many tricks East West can take.
So declarer has taken 3. She has 2 more tricks in the majors, is 5. She has 3 top tricks in the minors, is 8.
And it feels like she's going to get another trick in the minors somewhere
I was
somehow.
going to say, probably making 9 for a push. Oh, I'm sorry, I miscounted that. She doesn't have a heart trick here. Adam has the heart winner. So she has 7 top tricks right now. 3 in, 1 spade, 3 minors.
This is another spot where whether to clear or not a suit when you know you can't get back in at any point is often a question you have to ask yourself on defense.
And there's some value to clearing it even when you can't get back in, because if you don't, you tell declarer you can't get back in.
Mm-hmm.
So Adam can see that Jack Doubleton of clubs in the dummy, which makes the king of clubs switch perhaps a little more attractive here.
Right. He doesn't know who has the partner might have the 10-9 fourth instead of the 9-4, 10-9 third. Yeah. So there's declarer's 8th trick, right?
Yep.
And they can afford to do that even if North wins the club and cashes 2 hearts. That's only 6 tricks. So we're up to at least 8.
Probably cash the spade now and then play a club. Not sure it gains you, may as well play a club immediately.
Just tightens the position a little more on South.
Yep.
When you don't need that long card for communication, it's often good to just play it and make the opponents discard some more. Even if you can't see the squeeze that's coming, they might see it, or they might see a squeeze that isn't coming and play for something that they shouldn't.
MMA just be giving in and tossing a heart on this trick.
So yeah, now declares the clubs are just going to come in for declare when Jack of clubs.
Yep. So one more loser. So making 2, which will be an imp to the Rubenstein team.
All right. So 10 for Zhang with 90 boards to go. Anybody's match. I would say. Yep. I would say the Vegas odds are still -110, -110.
I don't know what that means.
It means that if you wanted to bet on either side, you'd have to bet $11 to win 10. So that's the way Vegas makes their money is that 11 to win 10, that little $1 millions and millions and millions of times over. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Yep. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, people.
Perhaps
come back at 5 o'clock Eastern, which is an hour and a half roughly from now.